side, it looks a little bit better from this angle.
Wow, the city looks beautiful. Holy shit, you look good.
Thanks. Wow, it does look nice. Damn. Especially with the wrong side.
I was a little talk. I've been 1.5 with you for a while, but you know how I am. It's not an excuse. It's literally just this is who I am. You remember when I came back and the whole Cypress split was happening? I want to tell you something between me and you, okay? I'm saying this because I very rarely meet people in this town that I consider to be a long time associate, friend, you know, whatever you want to say. There's a lot of people who come into the town that I meet where, you know, I work with them or we're in the same group for a bit. But you, as a person, the person I met, we were doing grind with, both in the struggle, going through it.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Well, I know it's not all bad, but listen, I've been with
Tony.
Lane for years.
Right.
Years and years. I mean, ever since I moved here to Los Santos, right? It's a long fucking time. And me and Lane have this thing where our loyalty is always tied together no matter what. When all else fails,
Yeah, Gigi knows this.
we have nothing or we have everything, it is always, and always has been, me and him against the world. And if we need to rebuild something, we will. It's kind of like me and Lane are like a foundation, right?
Yeah.
And he knows he has me if everything goes wrong, and I know I have him if everything goes wrong, right? I think Cypress was great. I think it was nice. I think it still is good. I just think this is a chapter in everybody's life that won't always be a thing, and I think it had its purpose. To be completely honest with you, I mean, at first Cypress was great. I think it still is, but I'm just not in it as much.
I get that. Yeah.
I want to say sorry that I couldn't, you know, necessarily bring you with to the north or however that shit works. Honestly, the whole north-south split thing it's all bullshit.
Oh, I know.
I think, you know, we set these principles and all this shit, and to be honest, listen, Lane's my boy, and I love him. I'm telling this and he knows it, but he didn't also follow those rules that he set down. If one of the other Dons wanted this, they would have just got fucking put down immediately or just told to shut the fuck up.
I know.
So it's kind of unfortunate how everything turned out, to be honest. I really do miss the other guys, but like I said, that is a part of like me and Lane's relationship where he knows that I got his back and he's got mine no matter what. And to be honest with you, I don't even view it as Cypress. I just kind of view it as like, this is what Lane wants to do. This is what he needs help with right now. He'll help me out just like he always does when I need it.
That's what Gigi says too.
You know, I'm here for it.
It's just his shit.
Right? So
yeah, we've said that.
When I kind of see it getting a little distinct, I was like, you know what, start this redline shit again. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just sorry I couldn't ever kind of tie you in with that.
Yeah, I mean,
you were such a key pillar of Cypress that like if we took you with, I feel like if we did, like everything would have fallen apart.
I mean, I've heard that several times. Lang said it too, and that's, you know, I didn't ever go to him and go, you know, I don't want to be there or anything, because the reality for me is that I like a lot of people on both sides, right? I don't have a either side kind of mentality. But I mean, for me, all I know in this city, I mean, at this point it's changed, but in my mind there are people that are sort of day ones, right?
Right.
And when
no, not even sort of, there are.
I mean, they are
your day ones, you know what I mean?
They are.
It's just facts.
It's true. And when I joined the crew, I mean, what I bought in was $10,000 at the time. The people in the crew were the Dons, Octo, and then I bought in. When we were standing around talking about what the vision is, what's going to be done in the future, it was built upon that. And that got split almost right down the middle, right? And I don't know. I mean, for me, I can never have what I want, and that's okay. Like, I know that. Because what I want is, fuck it, you know, start over. What I want is that with a lot of those people. But once you've already built something, you know, the reality is you can't do that. So I'm not going to ask for that ever.
Well, I can give a little insight. Obviously, me and you are different, right?
Yeah.
You're somebody who controls a lot of Cypress, and you do a lot of things for people in terms of like making sure is running still to this day, right? Numbers wise. Honestly, it's upsetting to hear you're not getting what you want, or it's not necessarily the life you want to live, and you're just kind of accepting it. I don't think that's not how it should go.
I know that.
That's why I wanted to have you a part of Redline, to be honest. Because I've always heard you say you want to just have a fun time. You just want to do some fun ass shit. And to be honest with you, you deserve it. You spent most of last year coming in the city, working on numbers, crunching shit. And of course,
it's true. It's been all meetings, all numbers,
it's
all
appreciated
operations.
Sometimes appreciation and money doesn't, you know, I mean, it goes far, but sometimes you got to get what you want. You know what I mean? If you're putting all this and you're not even getting a percentage of it, of what you want, it's like, what are you doing it for?
It's
So I
true,
guess what I'm
and-
trying to get to,
Yeah.
sorry,
Go ahead.
I don't think Cypress is going to be a thing forever. And
No.
I want you to know that there's a lot of opportunities out there. And I'm not saying, Redline's the only one, but I'm just saying we're going to have some fun this year. And I want you there for the ride. And I'm just sorry I got you into this. I didn't know what it was going to entail of or anything. And that's from me, me to you. And I hope that stays here. If any of the boys find out that I talked to you about this, it's not going to be good.
Nah, and I have no business.
I hate the Cypress shit, to be honest. It got way too
Yeah.
big. I wasn't here for it, so I couldn't even voice it, so I can't even complain. But it got
No,
way
I
too
get it.
big, and it was just
You and I are on the same page. I
Yeah.
agree. I mean,
Yeah.
look, all the work that I did was for you guys. I mean, you guys being the Dons, right? All the
Right.
work that I did was not me trying to build anything in my sort of vision or how I think it should be. It was just, this is what the Dons say they want, and I'm going to build it for them. I'm going to do that work because I know I'm the best one to be able to do it. That's really, I've done it for those people. And then, if those people don't agree, what can you do? The thing that sucks is I've kind of never agreed, right? I set up operations in a way so that they could have what they wanted. And then the moment they realized they didn't want it anymore, I feel like in a way, I don't want to say I got blamed. I don't think anyone was really blaming me for it. But it'll crumble without you just to stay like that. Does it have to stay like that? Do I need to keep things going? Or can I just retire, Like that's where my head's been at because the
you
whole
want my
reason.
personal opinion.
Yeah.
Retire.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Gigi, who's gonna tell you? Okay, any sane person with a working brain
This is what we've been building
will
up to. Chad, you already
understand
know that if you watch me.
how much time you have put in to keeping going for a while, and all the numbers crunching that you do.
They always say
doing all
numbers
that
crunching,
shit,
but it's other stuff.
okay?
It's the operations.
Most of these motherfuckers get to come in the city. They do
Yeah.
jobs. They go do this crazy shit, right? What are you doing? You're looking at a document and you're putting in numbers, sitting in a warehouse for 3 hours,
Yeah.
wondering, who's getting paid what and X, Y, and Z. And you're not even getting any action or, fun or anything. And that would be okay if that is what you wanted, but it's not what you want. You don't want to sit in a warehouse for X amount of hours or stare at a Google spreadsheet and type in all these numbers.
Thing is, I do
of
like
course,
that.
you're okay with doing it.
Oh,
but
see, I do
you
like
also
that.
got to get what you want. So,
But also, it doesn't take that long.
to be honest, I think you should approach Luciano and kind of talk to him about it. But
Yeah.
you cannot mention me at all. If you
No,
even,
no.
as a hint or anything, they feel like you talk to me about this. Like,
Absolutely not.
does Luciano know you're with me right now?
He does. He does.
Okay, save this.
We were talking about Project R. Done. I work for Project R.
okay.
Easy.
Okay.
Talking about the shop. Talking about operations. Easy.
All right.
That's what I say it is every time. Someone asks, I'm like, oh yeah, we're talking about like the shop, and we're talking about boosting.
I would retire if I were you.
I've
stay
been.
in Cypress.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been mildly quiet quitting this whole time. I still do my job, but I do my job and off. You know what I mean? Like, I used to wake up every day, hop on radio and call people and text and all that and try to get meetings going. And over time, fewer and fewer people show up, or they show up, but they don't have anything to say, right? Like, I run literally the whole meeting. I'm like, anyone have updates on this? Some people do sometimes, but it's like 60-40, 60% me, 40% everyone else, right? So at some point, I'm like, okay, well, if they don't want this, then what am I doing this for? So I just started, I post on Twitter when I wake up, I say something on radio, and if people want to call me, they can call me. The only time they started calling me a lot is today, within the past month, because there's something to figure out with computers. Let's ask Gigi, right? But when they're just doing normal sometimes I get called. There's some people who make a lot of time for me, like Clark is one,
Right.
But for the most part, they just do their own thing. I don't even know half the associates because they're around in the morning and I'm not, and they're teaching them, they're bringing along on jobs. So I just I do my thing and then I go call a friend and I hang out. I do work. I do all the behind the scenes stuff because I genuinely, honestly don't mind it. But I already stopped I stopped farming.
Yeah.
All those little things that took up a lot of my time. I just stopped. I said, hey, you guys can do it. And I've just been slowly over the past couple of months peeling it back. And and that's it. So I've been building up to that the whole time, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, look, Gigi, I think a lot of people probably like to call you when something's broken and they need it to be fixed.
Yeah.
And I think that weighs on somebody for a while. And when it weighs on somebody for a while, it can be very taxing on them. And that's why I want to give you the experience that I know the city can offer that you haven't had.
Oh.
I want you to be able to wake up, have a group already within 10
Yeah.
minutes to go do shit with, and just immediately have a fun ass time. Basically, what I'm getting to is I want to give you that experience that I told you about when you first moved to the city.
Yeah.
And
That's true. Tony promised that. He probably feels really
here's
bad.
the thing: there's a lot of shit I haven't even done in this city yet that everybody has done. And
That's true.
to say that is like crazy. I used to
Yeah.
rob everything. I was always in the first,
Mm-hmm.
to rob some shit. So the fact that that's different now, I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. I guess I'm just excited to do it, with, I don't know how to word this. I guess I'm excited to do it with a crew that I know isn't super cracked at everything.
Yeah. I
Like
think
a lot of the time, like, it's
I
nothing
get
against
you.
the boys or anything, but like, we got a lot of like really good ass motherfuckers, and it's good. It's good. But a lot of times, a lot of those good motherfuckers, they're just the ones that go do it every time. So nobody
Mhm.
gets a new experience to go try some new shit. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the other day
It's
I
kind of what
took,
the South is doing
the
too.
floppy disk thing. I took some of the Project Art fucking employees down there. Like
Right,
we all
right.
just went to go check it out. Like there's so many people in the city that don't have like a group or shit like that.
Mm.
And I just feel like we ain't got a lot, but making the little moments that we have, fun times, right? So
Yeah. And
with
those
that
people
house,
deserve that. Yeah.
we got a ton of butt coin, and I know we can get some jobs going with Redline and just whoever we want, and just
Yes.
have a good ass time and create some fun times in the city that you should have had all last year, to be honest. And I'm sure you did have some good times, but you deserve more.
Yeah. I mean, everything was good up until, the time when you were gone and we made sub crews. Everything was good up until there. And then we fragmented into these little groups and everyone started having that, but I didn't have that. I wasn't in one of those. Plain and
Yeah.
simple, I was separate, like the Dons were, but I wasn't doing all the jobs with them, or they weren't even doing jobs at the time. So that was it. And and I've expressed this. Maybe, some people might say they haven't heard it, and I think maybe it's because I don't crash out about it every 3 seconds, right? I don't get emotional and yell about it when I want something. If I
Yeah,
state
but
it
does somebody
plainly,
have
I
to
state
yell
it
and get
plainly.
emotional for somebody to listen?
That is how I feel, and that is why I'm not getting more emotional, or maybe if I crash out, maybe they'll listen. That's why I'm not doing that. I should be able
Yeah.
to just say, hey, I want this, and people know I want that. I should be able to say that
Exactly.
something and people don't misunderstand. The number of times I've said to people plainly, hey, no, actually, I'm fine doing the numbers. That shit doesn't bother me. What does is, I want to go on jobs, and then nothing changes for months.
Yeah.
You know.
Gigi, I'm not trying to like, hype you up too much, right?
Yeah.
But you would think the person who puts in all the work for everybody to get paid and all that. And now, I know what the combat is today. Somebody's gonna say,
Well, yeah, she isn't the one making the money going out there doing auditions.
Except for how I was top earner for 3
Right.
weeks in a row.
yeah, exactly,
Right.
exactly,
Yeah.
right? But they don't see the back end.
Uh-huh.
But you would think the
I literally
motherfucker that
was.
is doing all these numbers, when they speak up about something and they are such an important role in this, they should at least get what they want.
Yeah.
The problem is the group is way too oversaturated. There's
I know.
too many people. I've always preferred a small group of individuals rather than,
An organization.
30, 40, 50 people. Now,
Yeah.
Redline got to the point where it was like 25, 28 members or some shit. But that was towards the ending. There was...
And if you have your core, you have
And
your
it
core. And
wasn't-
people wake up sometimes and sometimes they don't.
Right.
Like, that is what that is.
Exactly.
I mean, I think the best times I had were when we had a house in the South Side and then in Mirror Park. And we were all waking up in the same spot every day and seeing each other. And that's really all it was. We were waking up and seeing each other and going, hey, what are we getting up to today?
Yeah.
And that's it.
I mean, that was the vibe. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time. I honestly wish last year I was here for more of it. Yeah, I don't know. Last year was a hard start in the city. Grime really f***ed me over.
Oh, I know.
Hunting f***ed me over.
I know it
Everything
best.
f***ed me
I was,
over.
I was there for every step of it. When people
yeah.
go, where's Tony? I go, don't worry about him because
Yeah.
I was there. I get it.
Look, one thing I want you to take from this is we could definitely sit here and talk for hours, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
But that Cypress down there, it's something, Gigi, but it ain't lasting.
Oh, I know.
And you're lasting. So every person you know down there,
The
every person
glaze.
you know in Cypress, as long as you keep your head clean, do your thing, he's back, voice what you want, your reasoning for it, just as you have to be, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And if anything does happen to you, I'll get you the best goddamn doctor in this city. Treat that jacket as your... Look, there's a deeper meaning behind that jacket. And there's a deeper meaning why I gave it to you.
Okay.
Giving you that jacket
Trying to figure out how to say it.
puts my mind at ease knowing that if anything were to ever happen, that one, you would have another place to call home,
My own
and
house.
two, nobody would f with you.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that you didn't earn it, because you did, and I want you a part of it. It's just also a nice little cherry on top. So I don't want you to die.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to die, but just in case Luciano hulks out or something.
You never know. Look, if they were completely fine doing what they did to Ilya, and I mean all sides, I mean everyone involved, I have no reason to believe something couldn't happen to me. Something crazy couldn't happen. So I appreciate that. Speedy did say she can go,
Start hanging out.
but he's
with,
not the only
you know,
person and all that. I don't think
I'm
Speedy
gonna
and
call
Luch
you.
would, but Harry would.
And if you're around, I'll start saving a spot for you. You come around, have some fun. And once you start
Hell yeah.
distancing a little bit, like I said, nobody can find out about this. If they find out about this, it's just so. It's like I'm basically like. I mean, it is.
Yeah,
Up what
they're
I'm
gonna
doing.
see it as a poach.
It's
But look-
insanely up what I'm doing. I'm not even poaching. I'm just saving
No.
you. I'm not saving you that you need.
I know what you mean. The thing is, let's be real. When Luch told me this, when
Right.
the split happened, he said he tried to get Lang to take me. And Speedy even said the same thing. Maybe not straight to Lang, but they talked about it. And Luch said, I think she just wants to be with her friends. I think they get it. They get what I want at this point. And they're just trying to get me to find that within the South. When, you know, do I have friends there? Yeah. But they're doing their thing, and I should do my thing. That's it. And they do that. And you know, Andy does that. She goes off and does her own thing. A lot of people do their own thing. And I've just been keeping myself available for the South the whole time. I think they would get it. Obviously, I'm not going to say it, but I think they would understand.
Approaching, you're smart. I know you are, and I'm not trying to say you're not.
Yeah.
Approach it with a sense of just full appreciation for, honestly, butter them up a little bit.
Oh,
Just
I
butter
know.
them up,
I know.
full appreciation on fucking everything, and then bam, whop it out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Like,
honestly, I guarantee you, I know why Lane didn't take you. Lane didn't take you because he knew if he didn't, that the rest
get
of
blamed.
everything else would crumble, and then he would get blamed for it.
and that's why I never blamed him for it, because he said it just to me in a text. He said it. If I take you South Crumble, I can't do that to them. And I immediately knew. If they had a hard time and he took me, even if they didn't crumble, I genuinely think they would have managed. But still, the moment they faced hardship, they would have gone, oh, well, you took Gigi. Oh, well, you know? And I know that.
Yeah.
So completely, I got it, you know? Look, like I
Well, look.
said, I've been slowly quiet quitting. I've been planning on laying out to them and saying, hey, here are the things I did, here are my responsibilities. I'm going to sink back into comfortable OG retirement. Here you go. Onboarding document forever's going to do that.
Yep.
I'm chilling.
I can't tell you how good it feels to wake up every day, and don't get me wrong, I get stressed by it.
Yeah.
To have this business, to have redline and racing, boosting, and just honestly a group of people I can just go do whatever with, right? Like
Right.
literally the homies, like they're just down for whatever. Like
Yeah.
if we wanted to go do a race for 10 times, they'll do it. If we want to go boost, they'll do it. About a week ago, I took a little break away. I was like, you know what? I didn't even fuck it. I was like, you know what? I've been spending a lot of time down here at the shop. Let me go over to Cypress.
Right.
Let me hang out with the boys, hang around, try to help here and there, see what's going on. You know, ain't nobody was talking to me. Ain't nobody saying shit to me. And it wasn't
Really?
like I wasn't talking. I was on the radio. You know, I was right next to them. It's like nobody fucking acknowledged me.
Let me tell you, that's what happens. You can stand
But
next
you
to
know
people and
who
show your face at a
always
meeting, and they'll go,
calls?
great to see you, and they leave. Yeah.
Yeah, you know who
Always
always
calls.
calls when they need a fucking pickup? And I tell them, of course, call me, but
But they call you when they need a thing. Let me tell
Yeah.
you something.
the
This is-
only person who ever asked me to go do anything is CJ.
Yep. There's always one. That's me with
CJ is
Jason.
fucking
Jason
amazing.
always calls me and is like, "Hey, what you doing? Let's hang out."
Yeah.
But look, here's a perfect example. I feel like both sides do this. I got voted at the awards. I got Mother Cypress, and I was like, "Mother." I didn't get it at first. And then I thought about it more, and I was like, "This is so true." Because you know what people do to their mothers? They ignore them, or they go, "Oh, I hate you, Mom," when they tell you that, you need to do this. They go, I can't believe she wants me to do this that I should be doing. And then the moment something goes bad, "Oh, can you help me?" Oh, and they cry and they call and they complain. And it's just hot and cold constantly. And I was like, okay, I'll take the award. Right? I'll take the award. But at the end of the day, there's still respect there. And they know I'm doing it because I care, right? They know that. So I think I'll be fine.
It'll be more than fine.
Yeah.
It'll be better than fine. You're gonna be amazing, all right? We're gonna have a good time. And like if you decide to come back around later tonight, I'm in town most of the time for like 12 to 14 hours a day now.
That's great to know, because I've been coming around late all the time and so few people are around. Like everyone's asleep.
Yeah, 14's a little bit of a stretch, but definitely.
Yeah, but still.
Actually, I'll probably say 10 to 12.
We're not
10 to
leaving
12.
Cypress, guys.
Some days 14, right?
Right.
10 to 12 hours most days. So, and that. So yeah. Look, Gigi,
I'll be around.
this talk was long overdue. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it happened now because I feel like if it happened back in the past, I wouldn't have a path to. I wouldn't have the knowledge or kind of things that I do right now to enlighten you or kind of show you a path that is more than Cypress.
Yeah.